What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing today? I hope that your day is going fine. If not, I hope tomorrow gets better. I want to thank you all for taking the time to sit here and join me and go over these videos with me. If you feel free to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on the notification bell to stay up with the videos that we're posting. Today, I want to say this was handled very, very well. It's a group of girls out to dinner and something unfortunate happens. Now, a lot of times we see videos like this and they go viral for being extremely negative. But today I want to show you how to exercise patience.
A good, oh, you see that with the angle.
Now we see what happened. We see how this could have easily turned into something else. But I want to commend the young lady for just taking in what happened, being in the moment, and handling this thing from what we see the right way. Because it looked like they were having a good time. It looked like the waitress was engaged with them. It looked like it could have been good customer service going on. And a lot of times, that's one thing in a restaurant that could take you out of a good mood: bad customer service. Because once you're having bad customer service, you start pointing out all the negative stuff. And guess what? When you start pointing out negative stuff, guess what's going to come? More negative stuff. But what I like about it is the fact that the video come on and the waitress is engaged in a conversation with one of the girls at the table. Now, sometimes you can get some chatty patties in the restaurant. Sometimes you get those people who just don't know how to stop talking. I'm hungry. Could you take my order? Could you give me an appetizer? I don't want to hear about your day. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. But this didn't seem like the case. It seemed like the girls knew what they wanted to go do and they went there to do it. And unfortunately, something happened. Now, what really could have set this off, whatever that was, I don't know if it was champagne or I don't know what that was. If you know, drop it in the comment section, let me know. But whatever it was went into the girl's hair. Now, if anybody know anything about black women, they spend money on their hair. And if this was like an important event, like a birthday or something, she just got her hair done. So that could be bad. But when it happened, the girl looked shocked. And if you didn't see it, go back and look. When whatever that was, that liquid squirted out, the girl was shocked. And I believe she got angry for a second. And then she gathered herself. She gathered herself. She felt her emotions. And she dealt with her emotions. And this is another key thing. The friend beside her didn't just automatically laugh. She wanted to. She probably was about to, but she read her friend. She read her friend, and she kept her laugh composed. Respect. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody let me know, but that is the type of friend I want. I want the type of friend who can read me and say, oh, let me act accordingly because I don't want to go left if she's going to go right or vice versa. I want to be able to be here and be in this with her. Of course it was funny. We all know it's funny. But she allowed her friend to gather herself and keep her composure. Now, if you paid attention to the waitress, she was immediately concerned. If you see it, like she was like, like she wanted to rescue the girl and fix the problem. That's what I gathered from it. Because it just looked like, oh, this was a bad accident. And that's what I take from it. It was an accident that was handled very well. Now, we don't see the rest of the video, but from this, I'm going to gather that this turned out to be just fine. Now, they'd have had to give me some free food. My food would have had to be free because I know she was sticky from whatever it was. But just when I looked at the video and I saw the girl say, like, she reacted and then she was like, sure. She could have went off. She could have popped off. She could have been rude. What you doing? But obviously, she have a sense of what can I say? Intelligence about her. Obviously, she know, okay, this had to be an accident. I know she didn't try to do it. Let me respond accordingly. And sometimes that's all you need is for a person to respond accordingly. Yeah, that's all you need sometimes. And the whole situation could be better than it could have been if you didn't think, if you didn't gather yourself. Imagine how many people wouldn't be in prison if they would have just gathered themselves. Imagine how many people wouldn't be dead if they would have just gathered themselves. Imagine how many relationships could have been saved if people would just gather themselves. And even if you don't gather yourself, apologize immediately. I remember I did something, it was so stupid. And it was offensive. But I was in a good mood and I did it. I was just joking around. But whenever I did what I did, the person I did it to was offended immediately. And I stopped. I say, hey, I'm sorry. That person didn't want to accept my apology. I know they didn't. And then I said, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I was just joking. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know, and still I know the person wasn't receptive. So I finished what I was doing. I was at a convenience store and I walked into the store, got what I got. And when I got to the register, this person was ringing me up. I was like, no, this is going to be awkward. But when I got to the counter, I apologized again. And she didn't want to receive it. You know, I said, hey, listen. I said, you heard me. I said, I apologize. Because I knew what I did was stupid. I even felt bad for doing it. And no, I'm not going to tell you what I did. But I even felt bad for doing it. But at the time, I was just, I don't know. I was in a good mood. But I just did something so stupid. But I apologized now. And I meant my apology. Now, whether she received it or not, I don't know, you know, but I did want to make sure that she knew that, hey, I didn't mean that. I don't know. And sometimes, you know, when the shoe is on the other foot, when somebody do something stupid to you, sometimes you got to be like, okay, you know, even though you may be offended, even though, you know, sometimes you don't even be wrong for stuff that you respond to and you still feel bad. You know, it's just all kind of scenarios and situations I can give you. But I like the fact that this video didn't seem to turn out in a negative light. And I'm almost positive it didn't turn out in a negative light. Because if it did, we'd have been hearing about it. It would have been viral. We would have saw this all over the place. Everybody would have been on TikTok talking about it. Everywhere talking about it. But, you know, the good don't get highlighted enough. So I wanted to show that and give applause to the girls who took her anger and emotions and dealt with them right then. She dealt with her emotions. And that's a good mental trait to have, to be able to deal with your emotions. And for the waitress responding like she did, and for the friend, you know, paying attention to her friend and reading her energy. You know, those are the type of people you want around you. I just thought that this was a good video, thought it was a little lesson in it, and I thought it may be able to help somebody. So I feel good about it. Let me know what you think about it. Drop it in the comment section. Until the next time. Peace.